I wasn't feeling this. It looked funny, and then it just like you didn't care about any of the characters. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about a Netflix show called Gundam Requiem for Vengeance. It is 6 episodes. It's animated. It's like 25 minutes each. Quick watch. It's like a CGI animation thing. It looks weird. So like when they're talking at first, it doesn't seem like everything is syncing up. But we follow Captain Solari in the Red Wolf Squadron. They are like the cavalry. They have mobile suits. They are fighting against the Federation on Earth, back on Earth, because, they had to leave Earth or whatever. So they come in with their mobile suits and they turn the tide of battle, of course, because they have mobile suits and the enemy does not. And everything seems cool. We meet the rest of her squad. There's a couple of guys. They're not important. Like I said, you don't really care about the characters. Anyway, they're, chilling, they talking, and, everybody's having a good time at night. They're drinking or whatever. And then, boom, they get ambushed. And this Gundam shows up. The enemy has a Gundam. And everybody's like, where did this come from? All right, everybody get in your mobile suits or whatever. And this guy is like leagues. He's in a different league. This Gundam has a different kind of blaster. He has a sword. They like, how he get that? And he's killing these guys. Like, all of them. Like, he's just destroying them. And they're like, what is happening? Where did this guy come from? And by the end of it, it's Captain Solari and one other member of her squad has survived because this Gundam has torn them to shreds. And they're confused. A lot of people are dead. And now these two people with like half a mobile suit, they start heading to a different base. And they find other survivors. Of course, they have back and forth. Like, who are you, who you work with, what squad are you with, and all that. So they end up having a new squad. And they come across some bad guys here and there. They make their way to another base. And the guy in charge of that base is kind of a douchebag. He's like, nah, you can't stay here or whatever. But she sees somebody else that she knows. And he's like, yeah, let me talk to him. You can stay here. And she has this idea. She's like, we got to put all our scraps together. We got to build another mobile suit. Because the Gundam is kind of like hunting us. He's looking for us. We got to defend ourselves. We got to defend this base. And the guy in charge is like, no, we want to stay low. We want to be quiet. Don't make no noise. Hopefully he won't come here. And, he shows up. And the Gundam, well, this time they do a little bit better in defending themselves. But the Gundam brings a friend of his own to fight with him. And he's not as good as the Gundam is. And they have it out. So you get Gundam fights in like, I want to say like, each episode, you see the Gundam show up. But again, you don't care about the characters. Captain Solari, she's trying to figure out where this Gundam's coming from. Why is it so strong? Why is it destroying everything? And they're also trying to retreat to leave Earth because it doesn't look good for anybody down there. The Federation is winning basically with this machine. And it gets to a point where they have to infiltrate the enemy base and they try to steal some mobile suits so they can escort people out and get them like back into space. And some things are revealed and you discover some things. And Captain Solari, we get a little background of, her family. Her husband died in combat and she has a son back at home. So you see a little flashbacks of that. And it gets to a point where she has to come face to face with the Gundam and who's in charge of the Gundam. And by the end of it, I was just like, is that how this is gonna end? Like, it's really no vengeance. Like, she's angry and she wants to fight back, but they still kind of weak when it comes to this Gundam. So by the end of it, I was just like, that's all we got. Like, this is how it's gonna end. And I don't know if we're gonna get another, story to this. But by the end of it, I was just like, that was underwhelming. Like, she didn't really do much. She got beat most of the time. Like, it was just a losing effort every time they came across the Gundam. It was more like, hey, I survived, rather than like, oh, we defeated him, we did something. But that's just my thoughts on Gundam Requiem for Vengeance. If you watched it, or if you played Gundam games, or watch other Gundam series, let me know what you thought about it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.